I did something kind of intense.
Not this kind of intense.
I said no to travel, hanging out with people, even surfing.
We need to talk. It's not you, it's me.
Just so I could lock in and rewire my brain and design my life from the ground up. I call it the Lock In to Light Up Challenge. 6 months of saying no to distractions, yes to clarity, yes to building systems, yes to using AI. So if you're someone who's smart but scattered, this video is for you. I hit a point in my life where I realized I wasn't building anything worthwhile. I was essentially just maintaining.
Another day of doing laundry.
On the outside, things looked great. I'm healthy, fit, I surfed. I snowboarded. Was working, was able to pay my bills. I'm housed.
Behind the scenes though, it was a completely different story.
I felt stuck, spread thin, and like I was a desktop with multiple programs running and 100 tabs open. The sad thing is I genuinely started to wonder if something was wrong with me. There was just so much noise. Physically, mentally, emotionally, digitally. The truth is, I really needed clarity.
Physically, mentally, emotionally, digitally. I just needed clarity. I just needed clarity. I just needed clarity. I just needed clarity.
The thing is, this wasn't the first time in my life that I felt like I needed change or that I had tried to change my life. So I really sat down with myself and asked, how can I make this time different? What if I got radically clear on designing a life that is fulfilling to me and true to me? What if I cut out all distractions and started saying no to things just so I can dedicate as much time as possible to create systems that work for me and help me achieve my goals and help bring me clarity, help me optimize my time? What if I gave myself 6 months to go all in and become unrecognizable? That's when the lock-in began. And I didn't wait to have it all figured out. I just started. I just knew I wanted a life of peace, freedom, clarity, creativity, wellness, love, adventure. So I started by essentially just clearing out distractions. I put my phone on Do Not Disturb 95% of the time.
Oh shit.
I told friends, hey, I love you, but I'm not gonna be hanging out with you for the next 6 months. Or however long. Like, I'm going to be focused. I even canceled 2 trips that I had planned, and that to me was so pivotal in making myself proud because it really showed that I was dedicated to this lock-in journey. I was serious. And I pretty much just stayed home like a little loner most days.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do.
Yeah. And anytime I did get invited to something, I kindly said, no, thank you. What I wanted was to cut out all the social construct that has been put in my brain over time and just really figure out like what would make my life fulfilling to me. Me and AI were diving deep into what makes people happy, what creates a fulfilled life, how do you design a life, what gives people purpose. And wow, I realized that there are so many pillars of fulfillment, and it's so attuned to each and every individual personally. Things like money are just one little peg of a chair, if we are using a chair analogy.
Some say a fulfilling life is like a chair. You have 4 pegs: money, education, family, and a respectable career. And sit on it, you'll be set for life. And if you follow all the instructions, You even get built-in backrest for retirement.
I feel like this is kind of boring.
So you can sit nice and straight.
And I just look like everybody else.
Nice and comfy.
I mean, the backrest is kind of nice.
Very secure, very stable chair.
I feel like there's more to life than this.
That's not a chair.
I mean, I can make it a chair.
But you won't have the backrest.
I feel like I won't need a backrest because I can actually work out on this one. And look it, you can't do this. You might look different. People might stare. But to be honest, it's so much more fun. Moral of the story, fulfillment is not one size fits all, and you can build your own chair or go with society's chair. Doesn't really matter. You have to figure it out yourself. You have to do what feels right to you. So I realized that that was going to take a little bit of time to actually figure out. It's a deep dive and it's not something to just understand overnight. I'm still researching fulfillment actually, so stay tuned for that. In order to get some momentum, I created something simpler. I'll show you. Essentially, if this y-axis is the future and over here is awesome, fulfilled, loving life, just something that I absolutely think is awesome. And this is just like, the other side is life sucks, potential not reached, boring. Essentially, I was just staying right here in the middle. Like, I wasn't really trying to make huge life moves. I was just trying to live in the present. But the thing is, the future kept on coming by. And so anyways, I decided that I don't know how I'm going to get to this point over here, where in the future, I'm living the most optimized, awesome, fulfilled life true to me. So I decided that if I at least let love and light be my guide, that I will be going somewhere in this direction. I at least will not be going in this direction, because how could you go and let love and light be your guide and go in that direction? So that was pretty much all I did at first, is just love and light were my guide so I could hopefully be over here. And with time, what was starting to happen is I was getting more clear on what I want, and that allows me to go in this direction. I actually wrote down every life goal I could think of and started to sort them into categories, and I'm still adding to it. Eventually, I'm going to put them on a timeline so I know what to focus on now and what's for later. I've also been getting clear on my values. Right now, my top 3 are improving myself and learning, laughing in joy, and having deep, true relationships. So those values are kind of my compass to make sure I'm living in alignment. A part of what I've realized is that I want to make YouTube videos, so that's why I'm doing this, and I've just been really enjoying the process. I love learning the editing software. I enjoy filming. I think it's super fun. I also want to be a boat captain one day, and I would like to be a nomadic entrepreneur and just check out different cities so that I can surf in different places, maybe check out some of the most amazing mountains in the world, backpack while I'm young. And I definitely want to have kids, just not quite yet. I've been meditating for years, but I started to really lean into meditation that would give me clarity, as well as tapping into my highest self, whatever that means, and just listening. Whenever I needed some kind of guidance, I would ask, what would the highest version of myself do right now? And how can I let love and light be my guide right now? Drink a glass of water, go for a little walk, 5 minutes even. That's literally what happened right now in this moment. So that's basically what I would do. It would be as simple as read a book, clean out your closet, minimize things, update your Google Calendar, create an evening routine. And so I listened to those things and I started to build structure. I dumped all of my chaotic to-do list into a very optimized version that I created myself, which I'm very proud of, into TickTick, which is just a project management software. I spent days completely reworking my Google Calendar and just like tried time blocking for a while, and then I scrapped it. Now I just use index cards. This isn't one, but they look like this, where I just write down my top 3 priorities and try to get those done. Essentially, I've just been positively iterating my systems and asking myself each week, what's working, what's not working, how can I improve, how can I adjust? And that has been amazing. Like, it's been crazy.
The feeling of getting stuff done is so good. Love it. Love it. Love it. I love it. I think I didn't need this extra cup of coffee. But I'm going to utilize that energy and get the best system ever.
Also, AI has been absolutely incredible to me. AI has been the biggest game changer in all of this. I've used it as a therapist. I just have a lot on my mind. As a strategist, as a teacher to teach me how to code things so that I can optimize stuff like transcribing videos without paying for things. I'm not a coder, but I'm learning so much and I'm very grateful for AI. AI is like my strategic best friend, coach, teacher, best pal, who never gets tired of me asking more questions or not understanding what the heck it said. Another thing I started doing is monitoring my time and being very aware of what I was inputting in my life. As much as possible, I stopped doing things that were pointless. So if I was going to watch something on YouTube or a streaming service, I would be pretty much only watching things that were teaching me something, or if I genuinely needed a break, which is very valid, I would watch something that was well done. Like, I was looking up what's a good movie and watching that, and I was getting so much inspiration from these creative movies. And so that's another thing. I just started to really intake beauty and ideas from nature and other people's work. These spiral noodles are so beautiful. They're giving me an idea. I did stay in contact with some of my friends. I would call them.
We're gonna be here for... Hey, buddy. Tristan, can I get some chocolate and stuff?
Or, maybe go out and do something together here and there, just because I don't think it was necessarily healthy for me to be a complete hermit.
Walking the light up!
I read books.
How's your book?
I spent a whole day without any screens or audio. That was one of the best days ever. I definitely recommend that, and I'm planning on doing that again. I reached out to people who in the past I thought of as intimidating because of how successful and awesome they were. And I realized, no, I want to reach out to them and I want to surround myself with people like that. So I'm really proud of myself for reaching out to those people. And throughout all of this, I also realized that optimizing is one of my superpowers. I've always loved to do it. I've started to design my life so that it can be something that I look forward to.
Oh my gosh, that's so beautiful.
And not one that's necessarily just full of happiness or full of money and wealth, but one that I don't need a vacation from because I'm excited to work on it. It's not about happiness or hustle. It's about a life that is genuinely true to me. A path that I'm excited to walk, even if it's hard. So this is what happens when you lock in. As I've cleared away the clutter, or as much clutter as I've cleared away thus far, I have been noticing opportunities, patterns, honestly, even things that I have taken as miracles.
I really believe I experienced a miracle today.
I think because when your vision is clear, your brain starts to recognize these patterns. And when you tell yourself, this is my goal, your brain will find ways to solve that throughout however you're existing. And so I've seen opportunities that I wouldn't have noticed before, but I'm not opposed at all to it being a genuine miracle. I have no idea of what creates this life and what the forces behind it. I do think that there's something amazing about getting clear on your goals, that it feels like I'm on a path instead of just some terrain of bushes and stuff that I have to whack away.
Man, I just don't know which way to go.
It's I'm actually walking.
Oh shit. This feels right. This path.
I started this in April. It is currently July. I'm still in it. But for the first time in a long time, I don't feel behind. I feel like I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, which honestly is just such a blessing, and I wouldn't be here if I didn't lock in back in April. So if you're tired of starting and stopping, if you're tired of overthinking, and if you're ready to build the life that you actually want, I highly recommend and invite you to start your own lock-in to light up journey. You don't have to do it perfectly, you just have to start. Give yourself time, give yourself structure, cut out the noise. And if you want a head start, since I've already begun, I'm going to include a free starter kit below. Feel free to try it out because I genuinely want you to live your most fulfilled life. Or just subscribe if you want to watch my journey. Lock in to light up, baby. This is just the beginning. Fulfillment is not one size fits all. Fits all. Excuse me, fits all. Can I have some cheese, please? I don't really know where I'm going with this whole chair thing, but I feel like it's going somewhere. So I'm in it. I'm here for it.